Hello, my name is Charmel May Kanokot. Today we're going to tackle about the leaders who have shaped the Philippines from President Ramon Magsaysay all the way to our current President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Let's begin with Ramon Magsaysay. He was often called the People's President, and that wasn't just a nickname. He genuinely connected with ordinary Filipinos. He was known for his honesty, his humility, and his dedication to serving the people. One of the biggest things he did was to defeat the Hokbalahap rebellion. This brought peace to many rural areas and allowed farmers to go back to their fields without fear. He also made sure that tenant farmers had more rights and protection. Next up is Carlos P. Garcia. President Garcia had a strong belief in putting Filipinos first. His Filipino First policy aimed to give Filipino businesses and industries a boost. He wanted our country to be more economically independent. He also focused on saving money and being responsible with government spending. And he was a big supporter of Filipino culture and the arts. He understood that our culture is a vital part of who we are as a nation. Then we have Diosdado Macapagal. President Macapagal tackled some tough economic issues. One of his most significant decisions was to decontrol the Philippine peso. This was a risky move, but he believed it would help stabilize the economy and attract foreign investment. He also worked on land reform, trying to address the long-standing problem of unequal land ownership, and he's the one who moved our Independence Day to June 12 to commemorate the actual declaration of independence from Spain. Next is Ferdinand Marcos. He was president for a really long time, and his presidency is viewed very differently by different people. In his early years, he oversaw a lot of infrastructure development like roads, bridges, buildings. He also implemented the Green Revolution to try increase agricultural production. However, his presidency took a dark turn with the declaration of martial law in 1972. This was a period of authoritarian rule with human rights violation and suppression of dissent. It's a difficult part of our history, and it's important to remember and learn from it. Following the People Power Revolution, Corazon Aquino became president. She symbolized the restoration of democracy after years of authoritarian rule. She worked to rebuild democratic institutions and created a new constitution that protected the rights and freedoms of Filipinos. Her presidency was a time of healing and hope for our nation. Next is Fidel V. Ramos. Focused on opening up the Philippine economy and attracting investment. He launched the Philippines 2000 vision, aiming to make the Philippines a newly industrialized country. He also worked to bring peace to conflict areas and took steps to solve the energy crisis that was plaguing the country. And next is Joseph Estrada, a former movie star, rose to the presidency with a lot of popular support. He focused on helping the poor, but his presidency was cut short due to allegations of corruption and an impeachment trial. Next is Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, an economist focused on economic growth and stability. She implemented fiscal reforms and invested in infrastructure projects. She also worked to strengthen our relationship with other countries. Lastly is Benigno Aquino III, also known as Noynoy Aquino, campaigned on a platform of good governance and fighting corruption. He launched initiatives to promote transparency and accountability in government. The Philippine economy also experienced significant growth during his term, and he implemented the K-12 education reform, adding more years to basic education.